Milo March, Ace, Insurance Investigator, series by M.E. Chaber. Hi, I'm Gary Lovisi, and we're going to look at the Milo March series. Hard-boiled crime. He's an insurance investigator and a hot shot with the ladies. And there's 25 books in the series, published by Paperback Library from 1969 to 1971. The books are written by Kendall Foster Crowson, who was a prolific pulp author. He wrote under the name Richard Foster for science fiction. He wrote as some of the Milo March books as Christopher Monig, others as M.E. Chaber. And some of these books were reprints of earlier books that were published in the 50s and 60s by Avon and other publishers, and others are originals. And what happened was a Paperback Library, which was a kind of a lower tier paperback publisher of the early 60s, published these all in very nice set of 25 books. And the thing is that they were very well designed, and they had a couple of things going for them. First of all, they had beautiful Robert McGinnis cover art, and McGinnis used the actor James Coburn as the male model star on the cover of each series. McGinnis has said that in the book by Art Scott that he said that Coburn was very easy to draw and made a good cover model. And of course, McGinnis's women are beautiful. And these books were just 25 in the series, and they're numbered 1 to 25. And now we're going to take a look at them now. All of them are hard-boiled crime, sexy, good girl art, and they're really cool. So we're going to take a look at the first one, Milo March Mystery, number 1, by M.E. Chaber, Jade for a Lady. And this is from 1969.
You're saying Milo. I always said Milo.
Milo. Oh, maybe it's Milo. Yeah, maybe Milo March. And the back covers all have just a little bit about the book, about the series. It's an insurance investigator, and surely one of the fiction's most entertaining sleuths. That's number 1 in the series. Number 2 is A Man in the Middle. And you can see like the James Coburn, that's him from the movies. I mean, he was a tall, thin model, used as a model, and McGinnis also used very tall, thin women for his models. Number 3 is The Day It Rained Diamonds, a rousing thriller about one of the most convincing he-men detectives that ever hoisted a martini. It's kind of a James Bond, kind of a cool sleuth, cool with the ladies, and always solving his cases, bringing a murderer to justice, finding insurance scams, and all in a beautiful package. The thing is that the Paperback Library was a small publisher that, because of the very creative design and cover art, this turned into a big seller for them, and they did very well with these books. This is number 4, The Man Inside. Just beautiful, beautiful McGinnis cover art on this series. They're so uniform, they're so well done, and the books are great reads. The next one, number 5, is Wild Midnight Falls, a thriller-diller for everyone's excitement.
Did you ever interview McGinnis?
I had him as a guest at my show on quite a few times, and I think I interviewed him just for some questions in Paperback Parade. And we talked a little bit about some of the things. He mentioned even like how he loved the work of Ron Lesser, and I says, didn't you know that Ron Lesser kind of imitated your style a little bit, and even some might say imitated your signature. And he says, yeah, he says, but he was fine with that. He didn't bother him at all. And he just said that imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery.
Mm-hmm.
He was always a gentleman and a very very nice guy.
I love Ron Lester too.
And Ron Lester's great talent and a great guy. I mean, both of them are terrific.
He had a beautiful style, but he could imitate anybody.
Yeah, and he was a great guy. I mean,
Yeah.
Lester and McGinnis, the two of them are tremendous talents and did so many beautiful covers. It's just amazing.
Did anybody ever ask McGinnis about the bottom of women's feet? Does he have like a foot fetish? Or he always has 1 foot.
I don't know. I wouldn't be the person to know about that. Art Scott would be probably know that, because Art Scott is a McGinnis collector, friend, and scholar on that stuff. Okay, number 5 is While Midnight Falls. Book number 6 is Softly in the Night. Martinis multiply, as do corpses, when Milo March takes on an LA assignment. Loud but good fun. These are good reads. These are good private eye detective novels, hard-boiled, with a little bit of sex and a little bit of fun to them. Very nice books. Number 7 is The Splintered Man. This is one of the books that was reprinted from the 50s. Number 8 is Uneasy Lies the Dead. Milo March is shrewd, solitary, a hard drinker, and splendidly male. The pace is fast and furious. These are, I guess they're about 150 pages, 160 pages. Usual size for a 60s paperback. These came out from 69 to 1971. And these are the kind of stories you read like in 1 or 2 sittings. You know, it's like candy. You get eye candy for the cover because of the great McGinnis cover art. But the stories inside are really cool. They're really fun, and they're easy reads. They're quick. The Flaming Man is number 9. Number 10 is 6 Who Ran. Number 11 is So Dead the Rose. It's really nice. All of these are really, really beautiful McGinnis covers. And it's just one after the other. Each one's a stunner. Number 12 is A Lonely Walk. Milo March is a private eye in the Sam Spade, Richard Diamond tradition. No fancy organizations, no bumbling grandmothers who stumble into solutions. Just Milo with a way with girls and hard work.
Is that a shot at James Bond?
They on the books they compare him to Raymond Chandler, Philip Marlowe. They compare him to Mickey Spillane's Mike Hammer and other hard-boiled writers and detectives that were popular in the era of the 50s and 60s. And basically these stories began in the early 50s, and they were done in imitation of Chandler and Hammett, Mickey Spillane, and even in some ways in James Bond a little bit. No Grave for March is number 13. Very nice. Number 14 is Wanted, Dead Men. Secret formulas and secret agents combined with kidnapping, murder, and suicide lead to a flaming conclusion in Paris with an unusual adversary. So you can see he starts off as an insurance investigator. He becomes a kind of a private eye. He becomes this kind of a super spy, secret agent. He's doing a little bit of everything. Number 15 is A Hearse of a Different Color. Milo March has fast become one of our favorite detectives, and this is one of his very best, packed with thrills, adventure, and humor, says the New York Telegraph. It's a cool cover of him as James Coburn as a scuba diver with a spear gun. Number 16 is Hangman's Harvest. Number 17 is As Old as Cain. Number 17. Every one of these covers is by McGinnis. They're just one beautiful, beautiful, outstanding illustration after another. Number 18 is The Gallows Garden, a good, tight melodrama of Caribbean politics, humorous and deft in its arrangements. Milo March is definitely one of crime fiction's most entertaining tough guy detectives. These are, and it says in the back also, which is interesting, Milo March detective stories are consistently entertaining. And that's the truth about them. These are cool books to read, and they're fun to read. Number 19 is Green Grows the Graves. Nice title with that one. Number 20 is Abracadaver, and this is one of the M.E. Chaber writing as Christopher Monig. So he wrote some of the books, some of these books as Christopher Monig. He also wrote one as under his real name, Kendall Foster Crowson. And Crowson was this pulp writer who did a lot of books, and he wrote science fiction as Richard Foster, which is you might remember. Some people in the science fiction world collecting area might not recognize that name. But this is number 20, Abracadaver. Number 21, The Burned Man, another Christopher Monig book that Chaber wrote under originally. So these were reprints of earlier books. Number 22 is Once Upon a Crime, again a Christopher Monig and E. Chaber. So they did this unique series and 25 books with this very nice design, very visual, very creative, and they were very popular, and they sold a lot. And this popular paperback library, made quite a good killing on these books. Number 23 is The Lonely Graves, again by Christopher Monig, or M.E. Chaber writing as Christopher Monig. And number 24 is The Bonded Dead, which is, I wonder if it was a kind of a tip of the hat to James Bond or something. You see the cover, Milo March, James Coburn, very much in the James Bond secret agent style. And the last book, number 25, is The Tortured Path, and it's by M.E. Chaber writing under his actual real name, Kendall Foster Crowson. So that's book number 25 from 1971, right there. And that ends the Milo March series. 25 paperbacks from 1969 to 1971, published by the kind of small, obscure paperback library. And this really put them on the map. They made a lot of money with these books. They did very well. And the stories are great to read, great fun to read. It's a great series visually because of all the McGinnis covers, and because of the uniformity of the design that was very creative, and it's just a cool series. Hard-boiled, tough crime, but the stories are really good. Crowson was a really good writer, and he knew how to tell a story. He was a veteran pulpster, and he knew how to tell good stories. So these are really good. If you see them, if you have some of these, pick one up, give it a try. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I think you'll enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed this look at the Milo March series. And if you did, give us a thumbs up and a like. Subscribe. I want to thank everybody for subscribing. We're on our way, more or less, to getting to 500 subscribers after a year.
You got a long way to go.
After a year and a half, but we're getting there. It's okay. That's cool.
You're on your way to what? How many episodes?
I don't know, 170 something.
Yeah, pretty on your way to 200 episodes.
200 episodes, yeah. But that's cool. So I just again, thanks for looking, and thanks for your comments, for your questions, and for supporting, and for subscribing. And I'm trying not to be too tongue-tied here. And
too late.
Yeah. And thank you all, and hope you enjoyed this. It's really cool doing these. And pick up a Milo March book. I think you'll be surprised. It's pretty good. And thumbs up, and thanks for looking. See you next time.